Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. This morning we want to look at an incident that took place in Clarendon. It's an act of savagery. You can't believe an incident like this has taken place. When you think things was getting bad in Jamaica, it just hit another level. It says 17-year-old girl stabbed to death, and to make matters worse, she was disabled. Shelly Ann Williams, 17, was Down syndrome, was discovered lying face down in a pool of blood by her father, Howard Williams, and stepmother, Shelly Ann Allen, after her dad returned home from work and queried about her whereabouts. Allen, which is his stepmother, said she last heard the teenager laughing in her room while speaking to her father on the phone early in the evening. She then dozed off and was awakened by her partner, which is Howard Williams. And so when Williams came home and woke her, they found her dead. The death scene was a canvas of brutality with blood smeared all over the room. Allen said she was informed by the police that her stepdaughter sustained 5 stab wounds to the back. She was also stabbed in the neck. The teenager was discovered naked and is suspected to have been raped. Oh my God. All of the look. I mean, this is what the stepmother said. All the look, we look for the clothes, we can't find it. And one machete with it upon the kitchen counter, we can't find it, she said. When you look outside, a pure blood. Allen also recounted how she and her husband had searched frantically for the child before they stumbled upon the gruesome discovery. She said she was puzzled by the motive behind the killing of a girl described as friendly and loving. Now, because of this incident, they want to move from the parish. You can't blame them for thinking like this. Now, this situation reminds us of the situation with Jasmine Dean. Up to this very minute, her body has not been found. And somebody somewhere knows what happened and knows what went down in the Jasmine Dean's case. Just like this situation with 17-year-old disabled child, Shelly Ann Williams. How could someone brutally, savagely kill a 17-year-old Down syndrome person like this, raping her and then doing the child like this? What kind of society are we living in? We don't care for the children, we don't care for the elderly, we don't care for the disabled. What are we, who we really care for? That's the question being asked right now. Can we, and we don't see anybody coming out and condemning these type of acts by these brutal and callous persons. We don't see a lot of persons coming out these days and making their voice be heard. This is an act of savagery and brutality. A 17-year-old disabled child raped and murdered in her home in Clarendon. Stabbed how many times? My only situation here is, the stepmother slept so dead that she didn't hear nothing. Nothing happened. No noise, nothing at all. It had to wait until the father of the child came home. But at the end of the day, we can't say nothing as it relates to the stepmom because we don't live there. I don't know how close their rooms are. But this, whoever went about doing this act must be caught, must be lost in the prison system, never to be found. How can someone, and clearly in a lot of cases like this, the person who does this is known to the person. the Shelly-Ann Williams, the 17-year-old Down syndrome child, there's a strong possibility that the person who committed this act against her was known to her. Now, you just can't seem to fathom, you just can't seem to understand what's going on. Recently, Iselin McFarlane, Michelle McFarlane, Christina McFarlane, 6, 10, and 81-year-olds were murdered. Jasmine Dean has not been located and she's disabled. She's blind. Now, Shelly-Ann Williams, 17, disabled, murdered in Clarendon. And I'm using this medium to appeal to persons who know what happened. Say something to the police. Let peace be among you. Don't allow our country, our communities to disintegrate like this. Because if this can happen to a disabled child, what will happen to your young child? What will happen to your family member? This is a brutal and savage act committed by these hoodlums. And we hope that the police will get to the bottom of this, the perpetrator be found and be lost in the prison system. Never for a bail, never to be seen again. But, you know, we hope God be with the family. We hope peace. We hope they get strength. We hope they get the will to recover. But we put everything into the Father's hand, and we hope that this perpetrator of this 17-year-old's life that was brutally taken will be found. And at the end of the day, as I said, will be lost in the prison system. My God, the savage act comes after the Gleaner reported that many persons living with disabilities were fearful after the sudden disappearance of Jasmine Dean. But a sad morning, but you know, the life goes on. We wish the parents, the father, the stepmother, comfort, strength in this sad time. But, you know, here on My Opinion TV, I just give it to you as it says, my opinion. So keep it locked on My Opinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell. As soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Take care of the children. Look out for a family member. Look out for a neighbor. And keep it locked on My Opinion TV.